Java. So you'll get the first application. So in project level, one class is not sufficient to write the complete logics. That's what I'm taking, like just like three classes here: test class, A class, and B class, right? And I'm using how many predefined classes? Two predefined classes, which is like system class and string class. And this class belongs to which package, guys? Java.lang package. Then import the package, right? Then I imported the package, right? Exactly, guys. Then I import the package, right? Exactly. But you can tell me here one point. I import the Java.lang package, right? Exactly. So finally, we decided Java predefined support in the form of what? Packages. What is the packages contains? Tell me, guys. Java predefined support. Java predefined support in the form of what? In the form of packages. In the form of the packages. Tell me, the packages contains what? The packages
Classes.
contains.
Classes.
What the package contains, guys? Just we discuss like the package contains what? Classes, right? Good. So Java predefined support in the form of the packages. The packages contains what? Do you think the package
Class.
contains only classes or any other elements here? Anyone please respond, guys. The package contains. We decided finally Java predefined support in the form of the packages. Is that packages contains what? Classes. I'm
Classes.
asking like is that package contains only classes or some any other elements are there?
Only classes.
Oh, the package
Objects.
contains only classes. For the classes, generally we create the objects. It's fine, but generally the package contains only class. What happened, guys? At least one person respond. If the package contains only classes, or some other any other elements?
Only classes.
Only classes. Oh my god.
Only predefined classes it will be.
Maybe definitely Java.lang is a predefined package means definitely have a predefined class only. I'm asking is that only class or any other elements? Only classes some other elements means definitely we have to say along with the classes you have some other elements also, guys. The packages contains almost all, not only classes, guys. Yesterday we discussed like class. Inside the class, can we have only methods, some other elements also there?
Some other
Definitely along
elements.
with the methods, we have the constructors,
Where
variables,
are
blocks, and
you?
all, right? In the same way, Java predefined support in the form of the packages, guys. The packages contains six elements, guys, not one or two elements here. The package contains what? Six elements, right? Exactly. Let me show that elements, guys, once. So to check that elements, can please prepare the document. Can you please check the documentation once? API docs. Just to go to the Google here. So Java 8 API, Java 8 or 9 or 10 or that up to you. Just let me check the Java 8 API document or 7 API documentation, no problem. So you can go for the Oracle docs, guys. Docs.oracle.com, showing the clear structure for that. Good. So you guys here can see the packages, right? The packages. So we have the multiple packages, guys. We have the multiple packages. Out of these packages, just now we discussed about which package. We talk about the Java.lang package, right? Good. Can please check any Java.lang package is there here? Yeah.
Java.lang.
Yes, sir.
Java.lang package, right? Exactly. Just select that package, guys. Which package you want to see the data? Just select that package. Once if you select the package in the below, you can see you'll get the corresponding package information, guys. So Java.lang package, you'll get the package information, right? Tell me, guys, what the package contains? Is the package contains only
Interface.
class or what? It contains interfaces.
Interfaces.
It contains classes.
Classes.
Just to come down, just down here. It contains what? Enums, right? It contains what? Enums. It contains exceptions. Enums and exceptions. It contains what? Errors also. And at last, it contains annotation types, right? Exactly. So finally, the package contains almost all how many elements, guys? It contains classes, interfaces, exceptions, errors, enums, annotations, right? Total, the package contains almost all six elements, guys. The package contains how many elements total? Six elements, right? Which package you want? Just click on that package, guys. It's showing the corresponding information about that package. Corresponding information of the package. Okay. Out of that package, as you know, classes. Which class? Just now we checked a string class and system class, right? In our application, what the class are using, guys? System class and string class or not? Can please check those classes are available or not available here? So definitely, string is there and definitely system class is there, right? Exactly. Once if you click on string class, it shows the complete information of the string class, guys. It's basically like API documentation. API documentation means what? It contains a clear structure about the complete it like information about the product, right? It contains the complete information of the product, guys. So what is string class, guys? Public class, final class string, extend objects, implement serializable and comparable and char sequence, right? So the example is string str equal to abc, string data array equal the character array equal to. There's some syntaxes, guys. Some examples like this. So which is there from which version onwards, guys? JDK 1.0 version onwards, which contains the fields, it contains the constructors. This all the constructors belongs to Java string class, guys, and it's showing the comment methods here. So what are the methods, guys? Static methods. If you want, you can see instance methods, or you can see concrete methods, or deprecated methods. The methods which are not useful, deprecated methods. If you want to click on all methods, it's showing all methods, right? It's showing like all methods. See, guys, out of this method, you can click on some one of the method. Once if you click on some of the method, then equals method. When I click the equals method, you'll get the information about that complete equals method, guys. You'll get the information about what equals method, right? Exactly. So equal method says it compare the string specified object. The result is true if the argument is, if the result is what true, if and only if the argument is not null, and the string object that has to represent the same sequence characters as this object, right? Like, see, data is same means it returns the true, guys. Data is same means what it returns the true. If you observed or not, first I clicked on java.lang package, then I go to the java.lang package information. In that, I'm clicking on Java string class. In that string class, I'm going for the methods. In that methods, I'm clicking one of the method, then you'll get the method information, right? Guys, are clear? First package. In that package, classes. In that class, methods and constructors and variables. The structure is clear. Hmm? This is the way how to see the API documentation, guys. So today after the class, you try to see this API documentation. So the package contains total how many elements, guys? Total here 6 elements. What are 6 elements? Tell me. Tell me, guys, what are 6 elements? Which contains classes, which
Classes,
contains the
enums,
which contains what exactly enums, and it contains what
Annotations,
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 exceptions,
error, exceptions,
exceptions,
sorry.
errors, right?
errors.
Exactly. So the package contains total how many elements here? Total here 6 elements, right? Good. How can we check that 6 elements here? To check that 6 elements, simply can go for the documentation, right? Is very clear? I hope you're able to check the corresponding package data and corresponding classes, corresponding methods also, right? Yeah. So finally, we decided Java predefined support in the form of what? Packages. The package contains how many elements, guys? 6 elements, right? These are what? 6 elements, guys. Is that clear now? Good. So tell me, guys, is that Java is a case sensitive or not? I'm asking, is that Java is a case sensitive or not? Tell me, guys, Java is
Yes,
a case
yes, it
sensitive or
is.
not? It means definitely have
Yes,
to follow what are the lowercase letters, what are the uppercase letters, right? Java is definitely
yes,
case sensitive. We have to follow what are the lowercase data and uppercase data, right? Exactly. So definitely while writing the code, you have to use all the conventions, right? Then only are able to write the code perfect way, right? Then only are able to write the code in perfect way. That's what Java, okay, Java coding conventions, guys. Coding conventions. Good. Java coding conventions, guys. See the first convention you can go for the camel case. What do you mean by camel case? Camel case means which is starts with uppercase, guys. The data which starts with what? Uppercase. Data which starts with what? Uppercase. Camel case means starts with uppercase, guys, and every inner word. Okay, and every inner word also starts with the inner word starts with uppercase, right? Every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, guys. This is basically camel case. This is basically camel case. So starts with uppercase and every inner word also starts with what? Uppercase, right? Every inner word also starts with what? Uppercase. This is like camel case, guys. So just now I said like package contains how many elements here? The package contains how many elements? Total 6 elements, right? All 6 elements will follow the camel case convention only, guys. All 6 elements will follow which convention here? Camel case convention, right? Yeah, all 6 elements will follow what? Camel case convention, right? Exactly, guys. If you take the classes, if you take the classes, so if you take the string is a class, so string is a class means what? Starts with uppercase, right? Which one is a capital letter, guys? S is a capital, right? Yeah, string is a class. S is start with capital letter, guys. If you take the class contains the two words, the class contains two words, starts with uppercase, and every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, right? Exactly. In that case, if you take the string buffer, in the string buffer, S should be capital and what? B should be capital, right? Exactly. String buffer, S and B, guys. If you take like input to stream reader, input I capital, stream S capital, reader R capital, right? Yeah, input stream reader. So string S capital, string buffer S and B capital, input stream reader I capital, input I capital, string stream S capital, reader R capital, right? You forgot about what is the input stream reader, what is the string buffer and all, guys. Just you think about the conventions, how it follows the conventions. Okay, is very clear. Camel case is clear. Starts with uppercase, and every inner word also starts with what? Uppercase, right? Every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, guys. That's the camel case convention we have to follow. Is that clear now? Good. The second point is like classes. The second is interfaces, guys. If you take the serializable is interface, S is a capital. If you take the random access, in random access, R capital and what? A capital. Okay. Enum, E capital. Annotations. If you take the annotation here, override is annotation, O capital. Suppress warning, SUPPRESS, WARNGS, suppress warnings. In suppress warning, S capital and what? W capital, right? Suppress warning S capital and what? W capital, right? Exactly. So next one, if we take the exceptions, one of the exception like arithmetic exception. What are capital letters? Tell me. Arithmetic. ARITHMETIC. Arithmetic exception. E capital, right? Arithmetic exception. A capital and what? E capital, guys. Like that. If you go for errors, can I take the stack overflow error? Tell me, guys, what are the capital letters? Tell me. Stack overflow error. Stack overflow error. What are the capital letters?
S.
Stack overflow error. Stack S capital. Overflow. O capital. Error. E capital H. Exactly. So finally, Java is a case sensitive language, guys. Definitely we have to follow the coding conventions. So Java predefined support in the form of the packages. The packages contains how many elements total here? 6 elements. What are 6 elements here? Classes, interfaces, enums, annotations, exceptions, and what? Errors, right? And this all follows what? Same conventions, right? This all follows what? Same convention, right? Exactly, guys. This is basically camel case convention. Guys, are you clear now? Good. So next one is like methods, guys. I said the class contains methods, right? What are the methods convention? Methods and variables will follow the same convention, guys. Methods and variables will follow what? Same conventions. What are the conventions? Which is like mixed case convention, guys. Which is like what? Mixed case convention, right? So what is the mixed case? When it comes to mixed case, starts with lowercase. Okay, starts with what? Lowercase. Method names and variable names case, which is starts with lowercase, and every inner word starts with uppercase. Every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, right? Is that clear? So mixed case means starts with the lowercase, and every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, right? Every inner word starts with what? Uppercase. If we take the post, main is a method, starts with lowercase. Only one word is there, right? Main is a method. If you take like caret method, in the caret method, starts with the lowercase, inner word A capital, right? Inner word A capital. For example, two uppercase. In two uppercase means T, T small, upper U capital, case C capital H. That point is clear. So methods means what? Main method like a caret method, two uppercase method, right? Two uppercase method, right? Exactly. Next one is the variables, guys. Out is a variable, in is a variable. If you take the paste context is a variable. In paste context, P small and C capital, right? Exactly. So methods and variables follow the same convention, guys, which is like mixed case convention, right? Yeah. Guys, are you clear? What we are discussing today, just first step we are discussing is write the application. I written the Java code. This is my Java application. Okay. Nearby example, we are using how many user defined classes? Wait, how many user defined classes? Guys, how many user defined classes we are using?
3.
3 user defined classes, which is like test class, A class, and what? B class, right? And how many predefined classes we are using?
2.
What are the two?
System and string.
But these classes belongs to which package?
Java.lang.
then we have to import that package, right? Then we have to import that package using what? Import statement, right? Then we have to import that package using import statement, right? Exactly, guys. And here I'm using two predefined classes, which is like system and string class belongs to java.lang package. Then we have to import the classes using import statement. There are two types of imports, guys. One is importing all classes and importing required classes. Then definitely which one is recommended here? Importing required class are recommended, right? Exactly. And we decided Java predefined support in the form of the packages. The package contains how many elements total here? The package contains how many elements? 6 elements, right? So these are the basically like 6 elements, guys. These are 6 elements, right? Exactly. And we'll go for the coding conventions, guys, because Java is a definite. Java is a case sensitive, means you have to follow the coding conventions, right? Good. The package contains 6 elements, guys. All 6 elements will follow the convention like camel case convention, right? All 6 elements will follow what? Camel case convention, guys. So next one you can go with the mixed case. So starts with lowercase and every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, right? That is called mixed case basically. Is that clear? Good. Next point, guys, before going next point, first of all, okay, you have to know what are the keywords in Java. Okay, keywords in Java. Tell me, guys, every language contains some keywords, right? It's like technical words, which is having some fixed meaning, right? Every keyword is having some fixed meaning, guys. Tell me how many keywords in Java? How many keywords in Java? Tell me, guys, every language. C language contains keywords, AVP contains keywords, Java contains keywords, Python contains keywords. Every language contains keywords, right? Good. How many keywords in Java? Hmm? So keywords are what? Predefined word having some fixed meaning, right? Having some fixed meaning. It means meaning is all reserved base. Having some fixed meaning, right? Exactly. How many keywords in Java? Guys, please respond. How many keywords in Java? Any idea? Guys, how many keywords in Java? That's my question. Hmm. How many keywords in Java means basically Java contains almost 50 keywords, guys. It's not one or two. Java contains what? Almost 50 keywords, guys. Once if you done your core job perfectly means, so you must know this all the 50 keywords and what? Theoretically and practically. So you must know this all the keywords theoretically and what? Practically, right? Exactly. So today just let me list out all the keywords, guys. Today just I list out all the keywords, and tomorrow onwards we'll discuss each and every keyword in detail, so that at the end of the class just you can check once is that all keywords meaning is complete or not practically. Okay, all keywords are meaning is complete or not. See guys, that is your responsibility. Just you can check all the 50 keywords meaning is complete or not completed. If anything is left, if anything is not completed, please let me know, so that I'll take that keyword, right? So that I'll take that keywords, guys. So total Java contains how many keywords here? Java having how many keywords? Total 50 keywords, right? So keywords are predefined words, guys. Yeah, predefined words having some fixed meaning, right? Having some fixed meaning, guys. I'll go for the category wise. The first category is like data types. First category is data types. So in Java, we have data types like byte, short, int, long for the numeric data. Okay, byte, short, int, long for the numeric data. Definitely byte is having some fixed meaning, short is having the some 2 bytes of memory, some specific range and specific values like that, right? Int is having the some specific meaning, long is also having some specific meaning, right? Yeah, byte, short, int, long, guys. This is like for like numeric data. For the point values, we have the float and double for the decimal data. For the decimal data, we have the float and what? Double, right? Float and double. For the single character, I have a data type like char data type. For single character, what the data type is? Char data type. For the true and false, we have the boolean data type. Total how many data types in Java total here? 8 data types, right? 8 data types, guys. Every data type contains some fixed meaning, right? Exactly. So next one you can go for the flow control statement, guys. First one. So flow control statements. What is the flow control statements? Coming to flow control, guys, which is like if, else, conditional statements. Tell me if else. We can go for the
One.
switch. Conditional statement first. Conditional statements if else switch. Next one is what? Inside the switch you are declaring the cases using case keyword. If the cases are not matched to default keyword, to stop the case execution, break keyword is all right. Exactly. This is like flow control, guys. If else switch case default and what? Break, right? Looping statements, as you know,
Continue.
for loop, while loop, and do while loop, and next one is what? Continue, right? Yeah, we can go for the continue. Basically, we will use the continue in the loops only. Okay, but you can use the breaks inside the switch, right? And inside the loops also we can use. Is that clear? So up to this one is a conditional statements, guys, and this is like looping statements, right? For loop, while loop, do while loop, and what? Continue, right? Exactly. So total, how many flow control statements guys total here? 10 flow control statements, right? Guys, are you clear now? Flow control statements. Next one is what? Data types. Good. Uh, yeah. Flow control statements and what? Data types, right? Good. Next one is like source file keywords, guys. Source file in the sense in application while writing. In first example, we are declaring the classes using which keyword here? Class keyword, right? Declare the class using what? Class keyword. Class are doing extends operation. Class are extending here. Next one is what? Interface. Interface or what it will do here? Interface or implement, right? Exactly. So to declare the class, you can go for the class keyword, and the class are doing extends operation, the inheritance concept. Next one is what? Interfaces. Interface are doing implements, right? Interface are doing what? Implements. Next one is what? Packages, guys. Packages are doing import statement. Okay. Source file keywords are total 6 keywords, guys. So you forget about what is the interface, what is the implements and all. Just you can see what are the keywords first of all. So at the end of the class, just you try to check, okay, I'm able to know what is interface or not, when we use implements, when we use the package and import statement. Okay, you have to check like that. Yes, are you clear? First category is the flow control statements. Next is the data types. Next one is the source file keywords. Next one is what? Source file keywords. After that, exception handling keywords, guys. If you go for the exception handling keyword, uh, in exception handling, we'll discuss about the try block, catch block, and finally block. These three are the blocks, guys. Try, catch, finally, and we'll discuss the throw keyword, and we'll discuss about the throws keyword. Okay, total 5 keywords we'll discuss as part of exception handling. So try, catch, finally, throw, and what? Throws, right? Yeah. Flow control is 10 guys. Data types are 8. Source file level 6. And exception handling is what? 5, right? Exactly. Next one is object level keywords, guys. If you take the object level to create the object, in Java, we are using new keyword. So to create the object, what? New keyword. Current class object this keyword. Super class object super keyword. Yeah. Create the object means new keyword, guys. Current class object this keyword. Super class object super keyword. And type of the object. To check the type of the object, instance of keyword, guys. Total how many keywords here total here? 4 keywords, right? This is like object level. Yeah, new, this, super, and what? Instance of, right? Exactly. Next one is like method level, guys. If you take the method level keywords, in method level, we have the return type is void, and to return the value, we have return statement, right? To return the value, we have the return statement, right? Exactly. Void and return, guys. These two are the method level keywords. And in Java, two keywords are available, but developers are not using, guys. Those are called unusual keywords. Or what is unusual keywords? Maybe in the C language, we have the keyword like go to keyword, right? Go to means what? Control is moved to one location to another location, right? Exactly. But C is okay, guys. But when coming to Java, Java is object oriented. It means like modular programming, right? So we have the development is like use development in enterprise application. In enterprise application, when you write the more coding part, okay, when you write the more coding part, yeah, when you write the more coding part, go to like moving the control is not that much recommended process, guys. That's what go to we are not using unusual keyword. And second is a constant. Okay, second one is what? Constant. These two keywords are available, guys, but we are not using. Very clear now? These two keywords are available, but developers are not using, right? Exactly. So flow control statements total 10, data types are 8. So source file, exception handling, object level, method level, unusual keyword, right? Exactly. And Java 5th version, guys, two beautiful concepts are introduced. Very important concept, guys. Only one small things only, but important. One is the enum, enumeration concept, guys, to define the user-defined constants required. So very, very important in the application level, enum. And second is assertions, guys, assert concept. These two keywords are which are there in the Java 5th version, guys. These are beautiful concepts which are there in the Java 5th version. Yeah, these are enumeration concept and what? Assertions concept, right? Enumeration and assertions, guys. Tell me, guys, how many keywords we written total here? Count these keywords, how many? 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Total how many? Tell me guys, total how many keywords?
39.
39. Okay. Next category go with the modifiers, guys. Generally, tell me guys, modifiers in Java. Generally, we have the modifiers like public modifier, public. We have the private, and we have the protected. Protected modifier, and we have the final modifier. We have the static modifier. Tell me guys, public, private, protected, final, static, and we have the abstract modifier. We have the abstract modifier. Yeah, any other modifier? And we'll discuss about the strict modifier, STRICT, strict modifier, and discuss about the volatile modifier, and we'll discuss about the transient, and we'll discuss about the native, and we'll discuss about the synchronized modifier. These are all the modifiers only, guys. We'll discuss these all the modifiers practically. Okay. So abstract, strict FP, volatile, native, transient, synchronized. Total how many modifiers here? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 modifiers, right? Exactly, guys. So total we got the count is how many keywords, sir? Total? Total we got the count like how many keywords? Tell me, guys, total how many keywords? Total we got 50 keywords, right? 50 keywords.
Yeah.
Next one we have the Java like constants, guys. If you take the constants, just we have the 3 constants. Wait, how many constants, guys? 3 constants. Okay, what are 3 constants? One is a true. True is a constant, right? It's a fixed value. False is also constant, fixed value. Null is a constant. These 3 are the constants, guys. Even for the constants also meaning is reserved, right? True means always true only. Null means empty value. False means false only. It means for these also meaning is reserved, right? For these also meaning is reserved or not. Exactly, guys. So finally we have Java contains how many keywords total here? Wait, Java contains how many keywords? 50 keywords. How many constants here? 3 constants. Yeah, all together you can say reserved words, guys. Okay, reserved words. Okay, reserved words, right? Exactly. All this you can together you can say what? Reserved words. Then finally Java contains how many reserved words here? Java contains how many reserved words total? Tell me, guys, Java contains how many reserved words? Total it contains 53 reserved words, right? Yeah, 53 reserved words here. Java contains 53 reserved words, guys. Out of 53, how many keywords are there? How many keywords are there? 50 keywords are there. Plus, how many constants are there? 3 constants, right? Exactly, guys. Is that clear? Good. So finally we decided. So see, guys, at the end of the class, you try to check these all the keywords. Like not today class, guys. At the end of the core Java, right? Wait, yes or no? At the end of the core Java, just you can see this all the keywords are practically completed or not completed. So if it is completed means well and good. If it is not completed, which keyword is not completed, please let me know so that I will take that keyword, right? Okay. So that I'll take that keyword, guys. Good. So total how many reserved words, guys? Total here 53 reserved words, right? Exactly. See, guys, I said like Java predefined support in the form of Java predefined support in the form of what? Tell me, guys. Java predefined support in the form of packages. What are the package contains how many elements?
6 elements.
6 elements.
So Java predefined support in the form of the packages. The package contains 6 elements, which is fine. So packages and reserved words, guys. Okay. Package and what? Reserved words. The packages, every character should be lowercase, guys. Every character should be what? Lowercase. So it follows the convention like lowercase, guys. It means every character is what? Lowercase, right? Is that clear? Every character is lowercase. See, just while importing the java.lang package, don't take the first one is a cap letter, guys. Java.lang package means most of the student what they will do, they'll import like Java is a J capital, right? Maybe generally when you write the coding, like when you write the names also, starting character generally will use the cap letter, right? Yeah, don't use like that, guys, because Java is a case sensitive. So while writing the code, initial classes, just you have to follow the convention, right? That's what the package names, guys. All packages names, every character is lowercase. Okay, in that case, java.lang is usually lowercase, right? So java.io, which is like lowercase, java.beans, which is like lowercase, right? Is that clear? So every package name, guys, packages, every character should be lowercase. And whatever reserved words here, like how many reserved words, guys, total?
53.
53, right? All reserved words should be lowercase. Import statement is a keyword, right? Yeah, reserved words in the sense which comes under keywords as well as condition both, right? Import, new, this, this, and the true. This all should be lowercase, right? Sorry, clear now? This all should be what? Lowercase data. Yeah, today onwards, while writing the code, guys, the initial classes, first 10 classes, you have to focus on the conventions. After that, automatically you'll be habituated with the conventions, right? One is a camel case. Yeah, so first one is a camel case, second one is a mixed case case. Methods and variables will follow the mixed case. And yeah, package and what? Reserved words. Package are keywords. So reserved words in a sense, both keywords and constants both will come, right? Exactly. And the last one, guys, uppercase. Uppercase means what? Every character should be uppercase. Every character is what? Uppercase, right? Every character is uppercase. It means generally you have the enum constant, guys. Enum's constants. In Java, generally you can take the enum constants. Max underscore priority is one of the enum constants. Min underscore priority, one of the enum constant. Norm underscore priority, one of the enum constant. While taking the enum constants, every character should be lowercase. Sorry, every character should be uppercase. While taking the enum constants, guys, every character should be what? Uppercase, right? Exactly. So while writing the coding, guys, definitely we have to follow these all conventions. Then only your code is perfect code, right? Then only your code is what? Perfect code, guys. Guys, are you clear now? Good. Tell me, guys, Java is what type of language? Java is object oriented, deals with what? Tell me, guys, Java is what? Java is which language here? Object oriented. Object oriented means deals with oriented. Deals with what? Deals with the classes, right? Yeah, deals with what? Classes. The class contains what? What are the elements in the class? Variables, methods, constructors, and blocks, right? Then we started steps to design the first application. Write the application, save the application, compilation process, execution process. Today you can write the application, guys. Okay, write the application, edit plus, right? Write the application, edit plus, right? Write the application, yeah, write the application, edit plus, right? Exactly.
Yes.
Good, guys. Here, how many classes we are using total? How many user-defined classes?
3.
3 user-defined classes. How many predefined classes, guys?
2.
2 predefined classes, right? What are the 2 predefined classes? One is system class and what? Stringer class, right? And system and stringer, the classes belongs which package? Java.lang package. Then we have to import that package, right? Then how many ways you can import the package total? How many ways you can import the package? Total 2 ways, right? So importing all classes. Yeah, importing all class and importing required classes, right? Then definitely which one is recommended here? Importing importing what? Required class are recommended, right? Yeah, some cases you'll use star also, guys. That I'll tell you later when you'll go for the star. But most of the cases star not recommended because it is importing unnecessary classes. See, guys, we are doing the project using Eclipse ID. When we are doing the project Eclipse ID, in Eclipse ID we are not responsible to import. In Eclipse ID we are not responsible to import. In Eclipse ID the code is automatically imported. In Eclipse ID the code is what? Automatically imported, right? Exactly. In that case, the Eclipse ID will import the classes automatically, which is based on the class by class concept, guys. Good. So finally decided Java predefined support in the form of what? Java predefined support in the form of packages. What the package contains how many elements here?
7.
Yeah, the package contains 6 elements, right? Which is like classes, interfaces, enums, and annotations and exceptions errors, right? Exactly. Today, when you write the code, guys, definitely you have to follow the coding conventions, right? When you write the code, definitely we have to follow what? Coding conventions. So a package contains 6 elements, guys. All 6 elements will follow the same conventions, which is like camel case convention, right? What do you mean by camel case, guys? What do you mean by camel case? Which is starts with which is starts with uppercase, and every inner word starts with what? Uppercase, right? Yeah, starts with uppercase and what? Every inner word starts with what? Uppercase. So here is the variables and methods, guys, which follows the mixed case.
Yeah.
While doing the packages, while doing the package and reserved words, how many keywords in Java?
50.
How many keywords? 50 keywords. How many reserve? How many constants?
3.
How many reserved words?
How many?
Total 50 reserved words. 53 reserved words, right? Is that true? Is a keyword or not?
True is
Is
the
it
keyword. Yes, it
true
is
is the keyword or not?
a true constant.
You know, right? True is not a keyword, guys. It is basically constant. It's not a keyword. It is basically constant, right? Exactly. Guys, are you clear? So while doing the package and reserved words case, the every character should be lowercase, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See here, so lowercase data, guys. Package and reserved words follow the lowercase data, right? Next one is what uppercase. Every character is in uppercase, right? Every character should be uppercase, just like enum constants, right? Exactly. See guys, just today we done the first step, write the application is completed. While writing the application, what are the conventions we have to follow and what is the package and what is the package contains. We discuss this all the elements, right? It means maybe today you are perfect with the coding conventions and you are able to write the first application, right? With multiple classes. Is
Yeah.
that clear? Good. So try to check up to this point, guys. So we'll meet you tomorrow. Continue. Still, formalities are not completed, guys. You try to complete that formality so that you will take the class by sharp 7 to 8 o'clock. Sometimes I will take up to 8:30 also. So you can sacrifice what is the class link I shared for you? protectedstress.com/ last class, guys. What are the class notes I'm sharing the website?
What? Sir?
Guys, please. I'm sharing the class notes right now every day. Last class.
I have joined today only.
Yeah, anyway, last basic class, like demo class is done. I shared notes, right? Guys, please tell me that link.
It's JV7 AM. I can share the link as well.
JV7 AM.
Yeah.
So if you open, this is my Java here. Yeah, good. Just the last two classes, the basic demo class are done. Today only we started the first application, guys. Today only we started the first application. In the first application, total how many steps are there? 4 steps are there. Out of 4 steps, just today we discuss the first step, right? Just to we discuss first step. So guys, just every day I will share the link here. Every day I will share the class notes in this link. When you open this link, it is asking password. The password for everyone is a Java is a password. Lowercase data, guys. Password is a Java. Good. Yeah, that's all, guys. That's all for today class. We'll meet in tomorrow. We'll continue and try to complete the formalities, guys, so that I will start the class by 7 to 8:30. I will take the class sometimes. Sometimes I'll take up to 9, guys. Definitely can sacrifice up to 7 to 9 for Java, core Java. Some cases, when we have some big topics like collections and exception handling, I will start by 7 o'clock and I'll be by 8:30 or 8:40. That depends. Is that clear? Initial classes will go into 7 to 8 only, guys. But when you go for the advanced topics like collections, exception handling, generics, lambda expressions, these all concepts, I'll take some extra time. It's fine, right, everyone?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's all, guys. We'll meet in tomorrow. We'll continue. Bye.
Sir, is there a tool for Mac OS?
Tool in a sense? No, you can use Notepad.
For example, editor.
We don't have Edit Plus for the Mac. We can use the Notepad Plus Plus, or we can use Sublime Text also.
Sublime Text. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's all, guys. Tomorrow we'll meet. Bye.